so here we go. We're gonna get things nice and set up and blah 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 blah. Right? All good? Right, let's go! Gonna be Gold Monkey Dungeon tonight. Woo! I also would like to note that I recently changed my build around. I got some new gear and stuff, so I decided to... I swapped my headgear back to the level 5 headgear. I wasn't vibing with the walk-in shadows on the Troggy helmet, so I swapped back to the Skull Island Skull Cap for the sniper shot. Musketeer's uniform has stayed the same. I like that. Boots haven't really changed. Weapons-wise, I'm still using the same thing. Eye patch-wise, it's still the same thing. You know, like, I have stuff I could swap to if I wanted extra health or armor, but I like what I have. Then, I've also swapped totems. Now I have a heal Mojo Mastery totem, a critical Ghost Whale combo, and then I have a Sniper Shot Weapon Mastery ring. So essentially I've swapped the Hawkeye ring out for that and swapped my just stat gear for this. And then I got Mojo Mastery on one instead of the Critical Mastery on the other. But anyway, that's basically what has swapped and changed on my build. I think it lets me... It's getting me to where I would want my build to be by the time I hit endgame, so I'm gonna use these for a little bit. And we're gonna see how it goes. So once we get our companions, giving us that sweet, sweet nautical EXP because we love that.
Okay.
Nautical experience is delicious.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see. Yep. Nautical 15, character level 15. We are. Oh, did I unequip my thing? I unequipped my thing, didn't I? Yes, I did. Whoops. Okay, let me get my powers back in order then. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this is the power setup I'm running. Agility buffs first, Sniper Shot, Gunnery, and Ghost Whale up top, so if something's super far away, I can hit it. Then some of my trick shots, then heal, then trap, then extra stuff, basically. I do want one snapshot. Ghost Whale, I think that works out really well. Alright, here we go! It's monkey time! Monkey. Alright, here we go. Alright. Hello.
Behold the realm of Gortes the Mighty. He is the master of all your eyes can see, and we are all his children.
Okay.
Anyone Gortes looks upon who is not of our tribe must die. To join us, you must face trial by combat. Go to the village and fight Ordaz.
Okay. I'll go do that. It's probably gonna be GG easy with how OP we are.
Who comes to challenge me? Let them feel wrath of Ordaz!
I'm glad they at least got to use like the model they used for Chumbawamba at least twice. Okay. Oh, it spawned. Oh, nice. It spawned me right behind something useful. We're just gonna make everyone explode now. Am I gonna kill? Okay, I did not kill him with just the barrels. It would have been funny if I did, but I did not. Oh well. I think the burb's gonna get the kill though. Oh no, he blocked it. Goddamn. Okay. I want to style on him. Get dunked on. Give me. This gold.
Never has Ordaz been defeated like this! You are a mighty warrior!
That's the big boy. Big Chungus. Alright, I am a mighty warrior. It's called I bought a gun to a wrestling match. I think I had the very clear
You are
advantage
triumphant.
there.
You are the first non-monkey to survive. You are a warrior, like Cortez.
Okay,
But he is much more.
Humans are related to monkeys, though. So, technically, I am not a monkey. I am very close. The player character is very closely related to you,
Cortez
technically.
is our provider. Through him, the jungle sustains us. You must prove yourself a provider as well. Cross the river and go into the lairs of the spiders. Bring me back their precious eggs. Are you afraid? You should be.
You guys eat spider eggs? I don't want to yuck someone else's yum, but, bit weird. There's one patch right there. By the way, if you're asked to collect something, the things do respawn, so you could literally probably wait there for a few minutes and collect one. It's just a lot slower than actually wandering around and trying to find them. Like so. I'm not gonna go out just yet. I don't want to fight a spider. Spooder. This is Spooder. They're not doing a very good job at guarding their eggs. Alright, here we go. More spider eggs. And another one. And another one. And another one. There we go. Oh! Hello, Ibby! Good to see you! How are you doing? A while since I saw you last. Monkeys, chimps, and apes are known for throwing their feces in danger. They think them eating spider eggs is the least of our concerns. That's true, Alpha, and you're doing good. That's great, Ivy. I'm doing pretty good myself. I had a little bit of a stressful time earlier this week due to some personal stuff, but now I'm just vibing. So, you know, business as usual.
You actually brought back some eggs? Amazing!
Yes.
Now listen. Cortez is also our teacher.
I love how they mimic each
He
other.
hears voices and tells us what the spirits tell him. You go into the cave of many voices and touch the glowing stones. Return to me when you have heard the spirit voices.
Yee. Okay, we're gonna go talk to ghosts now. That's gonna be fun. Ghosty goose. Alright, hello. I want to touch the chest. I got distracted by the shiny, I'm sorry. Crystals.
Daughter, hear me.
Hi, Mom.
Hear us. Find us. Find our grave. We are waiting for you.
Is that Dad too? Okay.
Bless my soul.
Okay.
That's your parents, Captain. Listen.
Shining City, El Dorado. The key to El Dorado. Find us. We are waiting. Go.
Okay, I don't know where we're supposed to go, but cool. Oh, and what was the dream about, Ivy? On dreams, like, I actually, I don't normally remember dreams, or if I do remember them, it's normally, like, sensations of sorts. For example, like, I'll have, like, what are the recurring, like, kind of quote-unquote nightmares I have? It's never bad enough that, like, it actually wakes me up normally. When I have them, I'm, like, half awake, if that makes sense, but, it's my teeth falling out. Like, I feel the sensation of my teeth being loose and falling out, and it's very weird. The Crocs are speaking to us. Yes, they are. They actually look more like rock candy.
You have returned. Did the spirits speak to you?
Yes, I had a massive drug trip.
They did? Really? Impossible! It is true. I followed the stranger to the cave and heard the echoing voices.
Heck yeah.
This is amazing. You have proven yourself.
Heck yeah, I did.
I can think of no more tests. You are ready now to go to the temple. Remember, you do not talk to Cortez. You listen to him.
No, I'm gonna talk to him. I'm sure he's completely reasonable and in his right mind. Oh, we completed the Marky Mark quest. Cool. We'll be able to go back and turn that in for a practice point once we're done with this. Hi, Cortez.
You're here. Are you an assassin? No. I'll tell you what you are. You're an organ grinder sent by circus clowns to make me do a dance. I refuse.
Did he really just call the government he works for a bunch of clowns? I respect that. I respect that greatly.
The simpering fools at home, those tamed lapdogs, they have no right to judge me. They have no idea what I have found here. They'd refuse to see it.
Oh boy.
Look around you. The creatures that built these temples shattered mountains to raise their perfect pyramids. They drew gold down from the stars.
Okay.
They lived like titans. And now, they're gone. But the trees remain. The jungle beat them. It will destroy us all. Unless
Look
we
at that
become
hat, it's
one
enormous.
with it.
I mean, he's enormous. He's a gorilla.
The trees spoke to me and showed me the way. When I saw this place, shining gold, burning like fire, I knew who I was. I found the gold monkey.
Let me guess. Plot twist. It's you.
The fools in Puerto Rico
Oh, welcome
think
back,
the
Gibby.
gold monkey is another priceless
You
toy
want
for
that hat?
them to steal. They are wrong. The gold monkey,
Oh, called the
It's
plot
me.
twist.
they want to stop me, but they are too good to make the trip themselves. Cowards. I will send them an answer. Your broken bones. Children!
It will make you look taller. I mean, that's true, actually. Like, one of the things I've been looking at that I've been interested in recently has been fashion. And so I've been kind of like doing like the fashion style advice stuff. I still don't get like 90% of it, but I think I know what I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna like kill the minions first while also going and hitting like all of the statues, and then that way we all just circle back around and we can gang up on them.
Yeah, oh!
Because I'm smart. Well, the Overwatch is kicking in. Yeah, we almost killed one of the minions first turn, which is oh no. Okay, Bonnie's fine. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. She's just Bonnie.
Yeah, that big monkey will come down. How are we supposed to fight him? Coward.
Don't worry. We're being tactical. Okay.
Will do.
We're being very tactical here.
Reckon I will.
'Cause I'm a genius. Basically gonna just beat up all the minions. And then we'll, you know, go get the statues. There. Perfect.
The statues, just like the Troggy Shrine,
Yes,
remember?
yes,
they
I know,
might sink
Bonnie,
the throne.
I know.
Press the keystones.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave Chantal over here so she can activate the last statue later.
Yes, yes.
So Bluey get this one.
Huh?
I have true grit, so if like this dude hits me, I'm basically free. Move it, Bonnie. Cool. True grit. Okay.
At your command.
Put myself over there. We move back down. I'll go ahead and activate this one, and then that way, yeah, because I wanted Chantal to activate the last one. So yeah, Ibby, I know you mentioned the cool dream. I asked you to tell me about it, but you went AFK. So if you want to tell me about it, that would be cool. I like hearing about people's cool dreams.
Yes?
I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move.
Yes, Captain.
We keep moving. Chantal, stay there.
Yes, Captain.
On it.
That. And I think what we'll do is we'll just...
What is it, Captain? Okay, okay.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and activate them. Both on the same turn. Okay. Go.
Yeah.
And there we go. Alright, come down here, monkey.
The aura! The aura!
He straight up vanished, bruh. Oh, there he is.
I trained my warriors to set villages on fire, but the bishops won't let them throw bananas because it is unseemly.
Ecomaniacal gorilla. Oh, the bird has joined. The bird has joined. We have truly made the overpowered squad.
I'm on it.
Bonnie, make your way back down. Oh. I have to move. Chantal has to move.
Okay.
How do you go there? Why did you walk back this way? Nice, Louie. Bird? Bird! Get shit on. Literally. Robe of the Bloodlord?
Got him, Captain.
Oh, it's a witch doctor
Now,
item,
let's
okay.
clap him in irons and take him back to Puerto Mico.
I love how I'm just hanging out there.
You have beaten he who could not be beaten. Hope is beaten. We are lost. Death is all that is left for us.
No, stay here, my children. Fight on against the Hollow Men. Pirate, your mission was to take me, not my soldiers. Leave them in peace, I beg you.
You're a pretty chill dude, to be honest.
Defeater of Cortez, you have opened my eyes. Where you go, I follow. Where you fight, I conquer.
Ooh, we got Ramba. So I'm guessing that this dude is like...
I'm here for you, Captain.
Because I know there was Wamba. I forget if this is like brother or not. Okay, we're gonna get you Blade Storm.
You call me?
Be down to the bottom. And we're just gonna build you as like a pure offense build in case I need you. Also, you're level 17, gosh darn.
Yeah.
Now go get me nautical experience. Okay. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna teleport back to Skull Island so we can turn in this Kai quest. Because I am a genius. Okay. We're gonna sell some of the stuff we got. That only makes sense. If I rode with the Bloodlords, I cannot use you. I can also sell these off. There we go. Now then, we're gonna turn in that side quest, and because we get a practice point out of it, we can continue our training. Woo! That always makes me happy. Oh, wrong way. Did not mean to go in here, I'm sorry. Sorry for breaking into your business, my apologies. Not actually all that apologetic. Hello there.
Hey, Pirate, you back? You found my funky bunch of bananas? That's great. Good job, Pirate. Say hi to your mother for me, alright?
My mother is dead. I just talked to her ghost like 20 minutes ago. Calm down. Okay. Let go. Let go. Let go, let go, let go. If we court Tavadima! Tavadima! I'm working on getting to Spooky 2 because once I get Spooky 2, I am unstoppable. Man. Lavadima! Okay. So it's after this, it's 2 more practice points till I get Spooky 2. Okay. Resistant Gober. And now, we do our fun little trick that I like. Teleport! Give me that money. I don't have to go back in there because we don't have any quests. Wait, who finished the thing? Finished the thing. Companions.
Ready for orders.
Milo, okay. Thank you, Milo. How many? We're gonna get 500. Okay, so we're not gonna level up from this. That's good. Let's go. Back to Puerto Mico to talk to the monkeys I don't like. Oh yeah. I know that there was one side quest I hadn't done yet that I need to go do. Have I watched the Mario movie? Not yet. I want to go see it though.
Go right up. The governor will definitely want to see you.
Are you sure about that? Sure. Are you sure he wants me to see him? Because it is not a he, but a she.
And you are? You've gone where? You've done what? Cortez in chains? A treaty with Skull Island? I have no idea what you're talking about. My predecessor, Governor Medina, was a traitor to the crown. He is now working in the obsidian mines of Oryx. Whatever arrangement you had with my predecessor vanished with him. I have no knowledge of these matters and take no responsibility. If Cortez has transgressed, it is not my place to deal with him. Cortez must go to the royal court in Monquista City to answer
anymore.
for his deeds. I'm afraid I can't spare any ships. You will take him. My major domo will make the necessary arrangements. I bid you good day.
Side quest.
Capitan, I recognize you. You are the one who helped Bishop Hidalgo in his time of need. The church has more need of your aid. Seek out my fellow monk brother Enrique at the cathedral. He will tell you what must be done.
My, you've caused quite the stir. Here, you have a windstone. I should have known. Attack them. Or once you have the stone, you proceed directly to the storm gate and sail through it to Monquista. When you arrive at court, do not mention my name.
Focus. We only know he is Major Domo, so like, not much I could do with that information. But yeah, we'll get started on this side quest.
The Holy Church is a vital pillar of Monquistan civilization, the cornerstone of our great empire. But now, the church is divided.
Oh god, the monkeys are Catholic.
Discord flares between the Holy Monquisition and the Order of St. Simeon. The matter at hand is the most sacred of all questions.
The monkeys are Catholic.
Which came first, the banana or the tree? Tradition and the Monquisition hold that the tree did. We believe differently. A debate will soon be held here to settle the question. Can you bring us Prefect Lorenzo, our greatest scholar from Monquista City?
Okay, so I have a Flotsam side quest I need to do before we go. So I think what we'll do is we'll fight the Marleybone ships, get the Windstone, and then quickly head to Flotsam and do that. Gosh, there's so many edgy people on black and green, black and purple. Like they're aesthetically pleasing color combinations. It's just slightly edgy. At least it wasn't black and red. Okay. Die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Also, I feel like they rebalanced the Nautical EXP a lot. Because I remember, like, struggling to have my ship level, like, close to my player level. Past. The Windstone. Yes. Come on, here we go. There are ladies on my ship that blow ice and fire. Yeah, I haven't really been doing too much recently, so I don't have a lot to talk about, sadly. But, you know, that's how life is sometimes. You just gotta deal with it. I'm going to readjust my seat a little bit. The thirst. Screw it. Shot. Let me think. What is interesting recently? Because I feel like there's not a lot. Yeah, there was a thing that was like causing me stress earlier this week that caused me to cancel Monday stream. But it wasn't anything that was like particularly noteworthy, you know, in terms of that. It was literally just what was, excuse me, making me stressed. Also was preventing me from being near my computer anyways, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Oh, I had salmon burgers last night for dinner. That was interesting. Just, it's salmon in the form of a burger patty, and it was covered in teriyaki sauce. And I had it on a bun with like some, I think it's called arugula or whatever. It's green veggies because I hadn't had any all of that day. So.
My love, Jack, gave me a beautiful ring as a reminder of his love. A vicious water mole, Kona Ka, heisted the ring while I slumbered. I'm looking to hire someone to get it back. A reward's yours for its safe return.
Oh yeah, that's what I did. That's what I had for dinner last night. It was interesting. And then tonight I just had beef and broccoli and rice. Would have thought it would fall apart easily. I think what they do to it is like they manage to like, because they came in like pre-frozen patties, so I know that they do like some process to it to make sure that it doesn't fall apart super easily and can be grilled like a normal hamburger. But it was honestly pretty good. I'm a big salmon person though. I've grown to like fish more as I've gotten older. So like if somebody's like, hey, you want to get like this fish dish, I'm gonna be like, heck yeah, if it sounds good or whatever. I'm not too big on like whitefish specifically. I think I've mentioned this before. I'm not too big on whitefish specifically, but stuff like salmon and tuna and well, salmon and tuna are like the two big fish. I also like shrimp. Shrimp is good. Shrimp is yummy. Shrimp is good. I like shrimp. But oh man. So yeah, actually it's funny. Last Friday, I was really craving some sushi. So I was like, you know, I'll go get some, you know, I have some extra money from when I went and I got a haircut. I might as well go get some sushi for lunch. And so I did. And the place I went and got the sushi from, basically what they do is they have like, their sushi rolls are, they have like cheap sushi rolls that are kind of like smaller. And then they also have like, it's basically 4 pieces of like nigiri sushi, which is like the really good stuff. They had that for about, they had the 4 pieces of nigiri for about $8 US.
My ring! I truly believe I'd never seen it.
And it was like
again.
chef's choice, so you know you got a little bit of everything. Like I think mine had.
This ring will give
it was
me the
salmon,
strength to wait
I think 2 types of tuna and some type of whitefish. Not exactly sure what it was, but it was good. And then they have like their base. They have like the small rolls that are like about $8, and they have like the fancy, you know, really fancy rolls like the volcano rolls or whatever that are, you know, like over $10. So I was like, I'm just gonna get like a nigiri sushi and a small and like a nice and like a, you know, I think it was eel and cucumber or eel and avocado. I forget which. I think it was eel and cucumber. And then I was meeting up with my partner later that day, and we were discussing what we were gonna have for dinner. And he didn't have anything planned because what he wanted to make was not fully defrosted yet, so we were gonna have to go out to eat. And I was like, dude, you were going on and on about being upset about me having sushi earlier. Do you want to go get sushi? I will not complain about eating sushi twice in one day. And he was just like, yes, let's go do that. So we did, and we went to the sushi place that we like that's near his place, and we wound up splitting like this really, really good tempura appetizer and some And then we each got like our own roles. I know I got a role that like heavily featured like tuna in it. That was really good. That had a lot of tuna in it. That was really good. And then I also got one of those like those like handheld sushi rolls with of course eel and avocado. Cause I'm gonna be honest, when I first decided to try eel in sushi, I didn't know if I was gonna like it, and then I did wind up liking it. So I've basically gotten to a point where if I go out for sushi, it's good. It's like eel is like the main craving I have. So it's actually they normally like cook the eel is always cooked anyways. So it's like you're not eating. What is a pirate? Hello, Sylvain! I was not expecting to see you here today. Yeah, we're playing. This is welcome to the Thursday stream. We basically always play Pirate 101 because I want to basically stream the entire game for people. No work and you're tired. Oh man, I feel that. Some days it's just you're off of work but you're still exhausted and you're just like, I'm just gonna go put something on in the background and zone out. I 100% get that. But since you are new and you haven't seen Pirate before, basically it's a MMORPG. It's by the same developers that made Wizard 101, if you're familiar with that. However, unlike Wizard 101, it is not a card-based game. It is instead a strategy RPG. Think along the lines of Fire Emblem in terms of gameplay. However, you also have more direct control over combat as it combines it with other traditional MMO aspects such as buffs, debuffs, and other such powers. So, yeah. The character I am playing is of the Musketeer class, so I'm basically the area controller on the battle board. I place traps, I hit enemies with large AoE attacks, that type of deal. It's nice. Yeah, it's actually really fun. I feel like it's slept on compared to Wizard 101. So, just like, I want to share the joys of this game with as many people as possible. Sadly, the only pirate game knows. It's Tradewinds game. I'm gonna be honest, if you want to give this game a try, I recommend it. It is PC locked, and it does have the usual MMO trappings of, membership and premium shop and all that stuff. However, it does start off as free to play. I think you get about a good 2, maybe 3 or 4. I'm gonna say between 2 to 4 hours of free gameplay out of it, and if you decide it's not for you, it's not for you, and you haven't really thrown away any money. Plus, what they do that I think is really nice is that you can use the premium currency to unlock the membership areas for free permanently. So that way, if you don't want to do like a membership thing, you can just, pay as you play essentially. And I think it's about, at the moment, $80 to do premium currency unlocks for the entire game, so it's not that bad considering gaming companies are trying to go up to $70 for first-party titles. But yeah. No, I don't want to stitch anything. Go back. Hello.
Hey there, pirate. I see you made your way to Marquista. Seems kinda tiny, don't it? Still, a person can lose things here if they don't pay any mind. I had me 5 gypsy chess sets to sell, but I went and lost all the kings. If you're gonna be here a while,
okay,
why don't you keep an
fun
eye
bit
out
of
for
tidbit
those
I
gypsy
learned
kids.
about this
I'll make
quest
it
is
worth
that
your
you can
while.
actually completely complete this quest without having to do anything in the main story. You can just wander around and complete it. So I think we might do that to start. Here's one of them. At that point, you just make X piracy and plunder for funds. Well, that's the thing, is that like there's actually like some of like the gear you get at like level 5 actually holds up until I think you hit about like level 40 or 50. Which is actually really impressive, because, like, here's some, like, I'm level 15 and I'm still using level 5 gear. Here, for example. See? Because the game is more about, instead of being about stats, the game is more about getting extra abilities onto your character. So.
The prefect. He be gone, Captain.
Yes, we're looking.
Maybe that monkey monk over there know where the prefect went.
And just for your heads up, Sylvain, the monkeys are Catholic.
It's too late, Captain. Prefect Lorenzo has been imprisoned by the Monquisition and charged with heresy. He is beyond our reach.
F.
Perhaps forever. You have come far to try to help my order. Take a small sum from our tithes as payment. I must go now and pray for my brother's well-being.
Yeah, we got Catholic monkeys.
What business does a clumsy giant have in the heart of Monquista? I fear you are far too coarse in speech and dress to... Cortez, that was you?
Yes.
I present you His Resplendency Fernando, 6th of that name, King of Monquista and Skull Island, Overlord of Marleybone and Aquila. Take heed.
Never expect the day for a monkey accusing someone of being a heretic. Listen, I know for a fact that in a future side quest, somebody says the line, "No one expects the Monquisition."
And Her Transcendent Sublimity Isadora, Queen of Monquista and Skull Island, Empress Regent of Crocotopia.
Oh no, Monquistador. Exactly, that is the pun. That literally, they made the monkeys Imperial Spain just for the puns.
We will speak to you now. I take it that you are the captain who braved the jungles of the Isle of Doom and rescued our beloved Cortez.
And they made Cortez a gorilla and named him Gortez.
Marvelous! Well done indeed! Not even the greatest Monquistador could have done better. You are a credit to your hulking people.
How glad we are to look upon your freakishly large, yet well-formed features. Your deeds shall never be forgotten.
Verily, indeed. Let it be proclaimed throughout the
they're so
immensity
lying.
of our
They're
realm
so lying.
that this gangly pirate...
You have no words.
Cortez, he's in your custody now? Excellent. No,
Honestly.
we would not look upon
Okay,
him.
I'm gonna be...
No doubt he requires
this is,
time to recover.
This is a children's game, so they are going to make stupid puns and stupid references, but that's part of why I love it.
We do hereby decree that Cortez shall be removed to Zenda, where he shall undertake a well-earned rest.
Dear Captain, you have done so much for Monquista already. Might we beg one more favor? Will you deliver Cortez to Zenda in your excellent ship?
Do this, marvelous Captain.
Our boundless thanks, dear Captain. You may withdraw from our presence now. Good day.
Alright, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get these chess pieces because I know you can complete it before story winds up kicking you out of here. So we're just gonna yeehaw and we're gonna go to all of the places that have these, since I know roughly where they all are already. And then we'll save Zenda for last, because if we save Zenda for last, we don't have to, you know, save Zenda for last, then we can, okay. What I should do is set a mark out here, so that way, you know, all good. I don't think these children these days know about the Spanish Inquisition. I remember learning about it as part of a world history class when I was in high school. But, well, unironically that is. I mean, yeah. That's kind of part of the charm of the game, is that, like, there's so many, there are a lot of references. One of the first major bosses you fight is Vin Diesel's Shark Sona. So that's fun. Let me think, what were some other fun references we managed to catch? Oh, there's an NPC that's a reference to a character from The Dark Knight Rises, which I only learned because my partner told me about it. Yeah, that's something. Yeah. Oh, there's a Godfather reference. There's an NPC called the Frog Father who is literally just the Godfather but a frog, and it's amazing. Let me see. There are other historical references too, like players get a companion unit called Bonnie Ann, who is a reference to one of the most well-known female pirates in history, Anne Bonny. Again, no words. See, okay, the company behind this game is notorious for doing stuff like that, so I'm in. Okay, if I remember right, it's somewhere over this way. Yep. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. This game is just really fun for me. It's the one where like I don't have to focus on.
While
Hi.
sailing towards St. Barnabas Monastery, I fell under attack. I tried to secure my cargo, but many crates and barrels flew overboard. I paid a ridiculous amount for the fishing break contained in those crates and barrels. I need to get it back. I could see fit to offer a little gold if
Sure,
you
I'll get
gather
your
my
stuff.
cargo from Conquista Skyway.
Side quests are important. And we'll turn in that quest when we come back here later. I'm smart. Alright, now we gotta sail over here to Diablo Cut. And we go this way. If I remember right, yep, it's back here. There we go. But yeah, the side quest I'm doing right now is basically to earn what are called practice points. And basically, your class, you get to learn stuff for your class for free. But if you want to train stuff for other classes or train secret hidden abilities for your class, you need to go talk to the other class's trainer, and then they will train you the power for practice points. And you get the practice points at specific level ups or by doing these side quests for Mr. Prospector Zeke here. Alright, we just got those two left. Nice. Yeah, this is actually one of the smaller worlds in the game. Normally a lot of the other worlds have a lot more locations that you need to go to and stuff. But this one's really small, which is nice because you can get it done so quickly. Alright, yeah. And this one. Yeah, sure, we'll grab all the side quests before we're supposed to.
Somewhere in the Skyway. I was able to lure Giovanni into the...
The monks won't take the water back, but we aren't monks. I'll pay you.
I'm a well-respected I foolishly let it. The only replacement would be a perfect quill plucked from a mighty Scarakit Nikita.
It was released in
Finally
12.
catch
Yeah,
young boy.
2012.
Tomas, I know if you manage
This game
to
is
bring back
about
all the
this game is over 10
I'll pay
years
you well
old.
for them. Curing Tomas is worth every coin I have.
I've been playing, if I remember right, I've been playing the game since about 2013? Question mark? It was 2013 or 2014. I forget exactly when. Oh. Treasure chest! Oh, nice, I found 25 hidden ones. That's cool. But yeah. Are you going holy because it's lasted for so long, or because it looks good for a game that's over 10 years old? Or both. Both is good. But yeah, this came out around the same time the original Skullgirls did. Now I want to see the Skullgirls characters dressed up in pirate costumes. That would be so cute. Both is good. But yeah, no, Yeah, it's especially hard to make 3D graphics age very well, so I'm impressed they did. I know that I've had other people in chat before say things like this reminds them of like old Rareware games and stuff, and I can kind of see it. Alright. Got him. So now we teleport back. Go right back into the city, talk to Mr. Zeke, and get our bread. Well, not bread, but it's... Giffy dog. Giffy, did you go good? Give me apologies. Luckily, this is not as difficult.
Pirate, you made it back just in time. I bet you got a fly. Thanks for rounding up all my gypsy kings.
But yeah, okay, so, yeah, I'll keep okay, I'll go defeat, we'll defeat Nikita, and then we'll go on with the story, I think. I think that makes a little sense, because Nikita is on the way, and Nikita is far out of the way of, like, everything else I need to do. So, we'll do this one first while we're on the way. But, yeah. Luckily, yeah, as I was saying, this game isn't as difficult as, like, a lot of older games are. They actually wound up, if I remember correctly, a couple of years back, they wound up changing the difficulty curve for the game. All the games I played and stuff I play every now and then. It's World's game and Team Fortress 2. I have heard lots of good things about Team Fortress 2, like, even though it's, you know, very old, it's still fun. I really like the character designs and interactions from TF2. Like, I know nothing about the game itself. I just like the characters. But, yeah. But, yeah, for Pirates, what wound up happening is they wound up changing the beginning of the game to be easier. So you wind up, like, when you get about, like, a little over halfway through the game, one of the worlds basically has, like, a massive difficulty spike in how the AI functions. Because, okay, So, with the new difficulty curve, my character is level 15, and we're fighting level 13 enemies. If we were on the old difficulty level, these enemies would be about my level.
Can't wait, Captain.
If that gives good context. Yeah, the world building is stupid and I love it. Yeah, that's kind of it. I think my whole thing is that I love things that are stupid and just own up to the fact that they're stupid. Or they're stupid but they take themselves just seriously enough that you're able to revel in the stupidity anyways. And I feel like TF2 kind of fits that bargain for me, like, lore-wise. It's stupid, but it's taking itself seriously enough that you're not like, oh my gosh, this is so dumb. We're fighting the evil twins of my bird. Because I have a pet bird. Let's just do this. Yes, I'm running a meme squad of all ranged units. Why? Because I can. First fire! But yeah, I think part of the reason I like this game is because the way you can build your characters is just... You have a lot of variety in what builds you can do for this game. I know that some of the more popular ones are for melee characters hybridizing with Musketeer to get long combos of attacks off. Remember how they dealt with Pyro's story back when the trailer was released before you started on videos? Fist themselves. Oh, that's great. Yeah. I think it was in middle school when I first discovered TF2 actually. So around the same time I discovered Pirates. And I remember for the characters, my favorites were Medic, Demo Man, and Spy off the top of my head. I think they were like my top 3. But like I like all of the characters. It's actually really funny because one of my friends, I had art class with somebody who I made it with one of my best friends from back then. They're no longer in my life due to just life drifting us apart. But they were basically the embodiment. Like they basically had scout energy. But they were really great. They were fun to hang out with. So yeah. They were cool. We talk about video games and stuff a lot, and even if like we weren't in the exact same fandoms at the exact same time, the two of us would just talk about all of them. Scout energy, yes. Listen, one of the quotes I remember them saying is, "I could kill you with a single blade of grass." If that is not scout energy, I do not know what is. Alright. We're going to prison, boys. And girls. Well, before we go into the prison, I'm gonna go back to the hub and do some training. Because I want to get ever closer to Spooky 2. That seems fair to me. This is no twice. Exactly. Oh, I have to be level 6. Oh, I have to wait a level anyways. I'm so mad. Fine, I'll wait. I'll wait, game. Why are you giving me level requirements, huh?
Watch this. No prisoners going around back. Get going. Wait, is that who I think that is? Never mind. Move along.
Moving right along in search of... Oh, there are levels... no, I was going to go train. I was going to go use my practice point. And I tried to use it, and I tried training, and the skill I wanted to get to the next skill that I need for my build, I'm not the proper level for. I'm 1 level short. Because the way your character progresses in the game is basically, you know, you level up and you unlock new powers as you level up. And, you know, you can unlock the extra ones with the practice points and stuff. But if you're wanting to use a practice point on an ability, you also have to meet that ability's level requirements. So it's basically... I wasn't at the level to get the PowerPoint or practice point ability that I wanted, so I'm gonna have to wait until I'm level 16, which isn't too far off, but you know. Let's go. Yeah, I could do this dungeon with 4 people, but I'm a soloing machine. You may not like it, but this is what peak musketeer performance looks like. Before we get the bombs.
Your kind are forbidden here, you lanky giant. Oh, you have a letter. Well then.
Alright, let's go. Betrayal time, right?
Befits the countenance of the realm, etc., etc. Order hereby to execute Gortes for his unseemly crimes. Yes, yes. Ah, there's more. As you are our privileged servant, the crown doth hereby order the death of the pirate who bears this message? Oh dear! Let that miscreant rascal be declared an enemy of the realm to be attacked on sight without mercy.
I take offense to being called a miscreant. A rascal for sure, but a miscreant, heavens no.
Captain, release me. Free me, and I shall help you win this fight.
Sure. Alright, now we're actually getting into some fighting. Woo! I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. We're gonna set up bear traps, and they're gonna walk right into them, and it's gonna be great. Because right now, I am simply Junkrat Overwatch. However, I will eventually evolve into Demoman TF2. Because I will have bombs. Lots and lots of bombs. The monkeys. I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of the point. Is like they were going for like a board guard trope type deal. Okay. What would be? We're going to portray you now. Good day. Yeah.
Can't wait, Captain.
Gosh, you have not seen how passive-aggressive these monkeys have been the entire time we have interacted with them. Oh my gosh. Literally, like, the amount of racism we have faced from these monkeys is incredible. Like, they're just like, oh my gosh, you're a giant, you're ugly, we hate you. And we're not having that. They were also racist to the platypi, that they're platypi quote unquote workers, hint hint slaves. But you know. Okay. I hate that I don't have my bombs right now. This is really
Ready for order.
I know she'll do that. Go do that. Bonnie, do that. There we go. Like, I don't want to steal the thunder from my companions. That's rude. Oh man, I'm critting so much. This is great. Ah, the sass. The disrespect. Well, at least it's more accurate. I mean, yeah. Like, they basically, like, go for historical accuracy where they can, although, their handling of Great Britain I don't like as much. But I think it's because, like, what they've done with it is that, like, it's, like, this is, like, colonial Spain, and then like, the British analog is closer to like British Empire era.
What passed between us before is I tried to get out, but they pulled me back in. Now this fortress is mine.
Your coming is a godsend, stranger. For years I have languished in this cell, my only crime, questioning the excesses of the king and his nobles.
Are we gonna pull off the French Revolution in Spain?
We share the same enemies. I wonder, does that make us friends? We are the opposition. Join us and strike a blow for justice. Speak to the Lady Eleanor.
Also, she is not a reference to Eleanor Roosevelt, she's a reference to Eleanor of Aquitaine.
Welcome, Captain, to my palace of crime. I am Eleanor, once Queen of Monquista. Now, I am but one of many former queens, all of us prisoners. Only now, I am set free. It's been a long time since anyone fought back against the crown. It's time for that to change. My dear sisters-in-law have been conspiring for years. They have a plan to weaken the crown and change things, but I have no idea what it is. I propose a bargain. Contact my sisters and help with our plan,
Monquista.
And I'll help you with your treaty. Agreed? Good. Aguilar knows where to begin.
Got it.
The Crown and the Holy Monquisition conspire to oppress the common folk, but we are striving to end their tyranny and build a better Monquista.
We literally are pulling off the French Revolution.
You are one of us? Good. We must seek out Queen Anna. She is confined at St. Bonobos Abbey. She will know the details of the plan.
Especially, you barely had a lady more funds, especially since Robo Fortune.
The Abbey is far from your enemies in the capital. A fast ship could make it there unnoticed.
Okay.
Go at once and take these messages to Prior and Reo.
Then, before we go there, we're gonna work on the side quests. Because that's smart. Go. Excuse me. Alright, you're just gonna lurk for a bit. You need to start making breakfast. Oh, yummy. Breakfast is good. And yeah, make your breakfast. Eating is important. It's late at night here, so enjoy the stream, man. Monkistador. Yes. Monkey. Yeah, we're basically just gonna be doing like side quests and stuff, so don't feel bad about lurking now because there's no interesting story going on. Delicious. Yeah. Alright. Go Chantal. Overwatch. Overwatch. Oh shoot, we got it one and done. Nice. Okay. The thing I don't like right now is how big my ship deck is, so it makes it hard to like when enemies stay far away and stuff. It's hard for me to hit them. I do like though that we're able to aim around our mast. That helps a lot. Okay. Come on, jellyfish. Let me kill you. Wah, wah.
Can't wait, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Excuse me. Pew pew. Goodbye, jellyfish. No, not goodbye, jellyfish. Never mind. Goodbye, jellyfish. I have to go back over to those parakeets. I wouldn't have to. Oh well. Agility, agility. Crap. Okay, we'll just do damage on those two. Yeah, I think something I want to do eventually when I have a little more free time is I definitely want to see about making like my next outfit, you know, as a for funsy thing, because I have like three kind of directions I'm leaning. A more casual outfit, my dress uniform, or like a formal fancy party dress type deal. And I'm not sure which one I would want to pursue first. Because I like all of them. I like all of them, but I don't know which one I would want to show off to you guys next. Because I think they all have like their own merits and such. Reckon I will. But, you know, I've been kind of thinking on that. I've also just been kind of, you know, just looking around, doing stuff in like communities and the like that I'm a part of. I know that yesterday I spent a lot of time lurking in one of my friends' streams, and that, or not yesterday, but Tuesday I spent some time lurking in one of my friends' streams and having a little bit of fun there. Oh, I had a game night with some friends last night. That was fun. We played Jackbox for like 2 hours straight. That was fun. I don't think I won any of them, but I also don't think I was in like last place for anything. So, you know, I take that win. Because I think my thing is that, like, as long as I'm not in last place, I'm happy sometimes. Oh, I can no longer send people sailing. And I will send them to get me money. Because companion tasks are great. Jellyfish. Speaking of jellyfish, do you guys have like any sea creatures you really like? Because I think for me, my favorite sea creature would probably have to be, I like sharks. I think sharks are really cool. Like, ever since I was, like, little, I have been obsessed with sharks. When I was attending, you know, human elementary school, there was this one book they had there, and it was called, if I remember, Shark Life is what it was called. It was called Shark Life. And it was actually by the dude that wrote Jaws, and it was sort of like a biographical, mixed with like fun sea ocean facts type of book. And, you know, a lot of it was talking about, you know, cool shark facts and cool shark stories and all that kind of stuff, just being like, hey, you know, sharks in real life are not as scary as I made them seem in Jaws. And all that stuff. I remember one of the personal stories from the book really stuck out to me. It was basically like they were scuba diving at like this coral reef that was like a big tourist attraction, and there was this moray eel there. And you know, you weren't supposed to feed the animals that were there and stuff, but they were generally like pretty friendly, pretty chill with humans. And the author's son had bonded kind of with the eel, not by feeding it, but just by, you know, being a regular in the area and that kind of stuff. And what wound up happening is people did wind up feeding the eel anyways, even though they weren't supposed to. And eventually the eel wound up biting a person because it associated people with food getting brought to it. And so what wound up happening is that eel wound up getting killed because humans wouldn't leave nature alone. And you know, Human Sona lives in an area where bears are pretty frequent. So, you know, it's kind of like in the sea, follow the same principle as on land. Don't feed the wildlife, don't feed the bears, because it ends up really badly for you. I know that there were several instances in my human childhood where bears would run through people's backyards, get into their trash, because what would happen is people would leave their trash cans out, you know, the entire week, because everybody in the neighborhood had different trash days. So the bears, what would wind up happening with the bears is, because they knew the trash was out all the time, they could go and they could get into people's trash and drag it around the neighborhood and stuff. And so, and what would happen is, because our yard was the biggest yard in the neighborhood and it didn't have trash cans in it, they would wind up, the bears would drag other people's trash through our yard and eat the trash there. And we're like, really, bears? And another time, I had to ride the bus to get to school, right? And something that happened was, we were sitting there, waiting for, you know, me and a bunch of other kids were sitting there waiting for a bus to get there. And, you know, I turn around and look behind us, and there is a bear standing in like the road behind us. And it was far enough, it was like 20 or 30 feet away, so far enough that, like, you know, it wasn't like immediately like potentially going to attack us, but, you know, it's just like, oh no, that's a bear. Oh god, this is terrifying. Bus, please get here before it decides to charge at us. Luckily, we were able to get on the bus before anything bad happened, but that was terrifying. Luckily, though, that is the only experience I have had directly with massive wildlife that could potentially kill me. Visiting zoos and aquariums notwithstanding. Speaking of aquariums, I actually like visiting them a lot. I think they're cool. And you know, I think one aquarium I visited that was really cool, it basically had two buildings. It had a freshwater building and it had a saltwater building. And you know, you could go through the saltwater building or the freshwater building first, and like your daily aquarium membership had it where you could, you know, do both buildings in the same day. So, you know, you go into one building, you go to one part of the aquarium, you go to the other part of the aquarium, it was all good. And one thing I distinctly remember liking about it so much is that the freshwater aquarium had this really cool, it was really cool because you were basically they had like a little story to it, where it was like, you're a drop of water going down from like the mountains and rivers and streams, and you're going down to like the ocean and stuff. So, you know, there would be like some small ocean tanks at the end, not as big as like the ocean building, but you know, some. And then they had like, you know, like, here's what fish and rivers around the world, rivers and ponds and streams around the world look like. I know they had an electric eel that was really cool, and the electric eel tank was awesome, because if the eel made a shock, it would play a sound. So that was really cool. So like if you heard the sound, you knew that the eel was like shocking things in its tank. Let me see. I know that they had like a giant. I know they currently have a giant river creatures exhibit. That's really cool. They didn't just have like the sea creatures and stuff. They have. Well, like, they didn't just have fish. They had, I know they had otters. They have some lemurs. They have a butterfly garden, which is pretty cool. And then they have, like, penguins. And I know they have, like, a really cool... What I really liked, too, growing up, even though, like, I rarely ever did it because I was weirded out by the feeling of the fish, is, they had, like, little touch tanks and stuff that you could, you know, you pet the fish, you pet like the rays. They had one tank that was petting rays and sharks, and then they had another tank that was petting sturgeons, which are the fish that they take, whose eggs they take to make caviar, actually. So, there you go. Interesting fact. Speaking of the butterfly garden that I mentioned earlier, one thing I remember about the butterfly garden is I went there with my family, and I was wearing like a very light brown, you know, like those light brown coats with like the shearling on the inside. I was wearing one of those, and because the butterfly garden area is kept like really hot and steamy, because, you know, butterflies need warm leather to live, I had wrapped my coat around my waist, and what wound up happening is that a bunch of the butterflies kept landing on my coat because I thought it was a tree branch. So, you know, I was just kind of like, oh boy. You know. Which is part of the reason why that aquarium, one of the things they did was like, okay, we have like an entrance into the butterfly, like both the entrance and exit to the butterfly garden. We have a bunch of mirrors and stuff so you can check to make sure you are not accidentally taking any butterflies out of where they are supposed to be. So that was, you know, fun. Let me see, what else? And I like about that aquarium. The ocean building was really cool. I know one time I have this like Junji Ito Tomie shirt, right? And I went there, and one of the exhibits they had was like an invertebrate exhibit with like cuttlefish and octopus and jellyfish and that type of thing. And so we were in the invertebrate exhibit, and I was wearing my Tomie shirt. And, or is it Tomie? I don't know. I've heard it pronounced both ways. So I was wearing my Tomie shirt, and you know, we were in front of the cuttlefish tank, and the cuttlefish were hypnotized by the pattern on my shirt. So, you know, just imagine, you know, them like, because cuttlefish can kind of mimic patterns, so they were kind of mimicking the pattern of my shirt, and I thought that was really, really cool. Let's see. But yeah, I love aquariums. I love sea life. I think they're really cool. But yeah. Speaking of, otters are adorable, and I will fight everybody on that. Like, both sea and river otters. Like, I know people like to joke that, like, oh, the river otters are absolutely terrifying. They're really not. Because, like, the scary pictures you see of them are, like, after they've, like, eaten a fish or something. Like, of course they're gonna look messy. But, you know, Hello, LB5K. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, but I think otters are really cute. I don't know. They're so small and squishy. I think my thing is that, like, all animals are friend-coded until they've proven they're not. I think for me. Because, like, I think my only thing is that, like, as long as an animal is where it is supposed to be, I will never be scared of it. You know? Or it doesn't startle me. I'll never be scared of it. Because, you know, I've been startled by snakes and stuff before. And I've been startled by spiders and hornets and that type of deal. But it's always because, you know, they're in my space. And, you know, I know that they'd probably feel the same way if I got in their space. So, you know, it's nothing personal there. It's just, oh, you are in my space and you are scaring me. But it's also like, oh, I am in your space and I'm probably scaring you. So, for some animals, you know. I think that's helped me be a little bit less scared of certain animals, like snakes and stuff, over the years. Funnily enough, my partner and I, we kind of have an arrangement, like, not officially, but, like, I kind of am like, yeah, let's do this. Where it's basically, I am designated spider killer, and they will be designated, they're gonna be designated dealer with of snakes if any ever show up, because I don't like snakes at all. Snakes scare me. And like, it's not like I don't find them cute or anything. Like, there are some snakes I find cute, and like pet snakes and stuff don't bother me. Like, it's you know, it's kind of like I wouldn't own one as a pet, but you know, if you have one, you do you. Wait, I'm supposed to get ladder from you guys, so how about we do that? But you know, it is what it is, I think. Do you guys have any animals you're kind of afraid of, or you know, you don't like, or any animals you like really, really like? Because I think that's always interesting to, you know, hear about. Again, I'm a shark girly. Sharks are cool. But, let me think. I think that, like, in terms of animals I'm scared of, I'm mainly just scared of animals that, you know, get up in my space and are aggressive. So, you know, I find wasps and hornets absolutely terrifying. You know, like snakes, I'm just like, okay, yeah, the venomous ones are scary and stuff, but you know, as long as you're smart, you can kind of avoid them, and most of them try to warn you beforehand. Well, except for cottonmouths. But to avoid cottonmouths, I just have to make sure that when I go swimming somewhere that the water isn't very warm, because if it's really cold water, the cottonmouths won't be in there. Big brain. Not really, you gradually get used to the animal. Environment examples who eats bugs and you hate dealing with bugs, so you have a problem doing that. Yeah, that's perfectly valid, I think, because like it's okay to not like a certain type of animal. You just have to like, you know, respect it. Yeah, iguanas are cool actually. I think like iguanas look cool. You know, because I'm not like a super. You guys having bugs as pets? So you guys, I mean, there are people who keep bugs as pet, or keep bugs and like arachnids and stuff as pets. I know there's this one YouTube channel that keeps ants as pets, which is really cool. I liked watching like the builds and stuff for like some of his ant farms and the like. And I think it's nice when people like can share their excitement for an animal in like their own unique way. I don't know, that just makes me very happy. Cause it's like, yes, you do you. Like this weird funky little creature. I'm right behind you. Cause like, you know, just because you don't keep an animal, you wouldn't keep an animal as a pet for yourself doesn't mean that like, you know, other people are weird or whatever for keeping them as pets, you know? Cause like if you're allergic to dogs and cats and stuff like that, you kind of can't have them as a pet. So, you know, you're gonna have to gravitate towards the weirder options. And I think my thing is that people who have like quote unquote weird pets tend to do a lot more research on what they actually want for their pet, and it depends on how severe your allergy is too. Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, if your allergy is like, you know, I can take I can take like a normal, you know, like watery eyes, itchy throat, and taking an antihistamine like, I don't know, Benadryl or Zyrtec or Claritin or whatever helps you out, then it's not super severe. But like if you're breaking out into hives in the very presence of like a cat or dog, that's very severe, and you definitely need to get that checked out or like not go near them. But yeah, I think like certain types of weird pets, the people who own them tend to do a lot more research on what it takes to own the pet compared to you know, some people when they get like a dog or a cat of a specific breed or something, they're not aware of like potential behavior or health issues that the pet could have, and I think that can kind of determine things a little bit, you know, for how well they handle certain situations. Because in the neighborhood I grew up in, there was a family who has a who has a giant husky, and they did not properly train that husky to interact with other dogs. And it got to the point where like you cannot, if you are walking your dog at the same time as it, you have to get your dog away from it, because if your dog gets even like a little bit close, like a little bit near that dog will literally bite and go for the head. You know, and it's because I think, you know, that family leaves that husky at their home, you know, alone for so many hours of the day, and huskies don't like that. It was kind of like, really? Or, you know, getting pugs and Persians and stuff that, you know, can't breathe very well, or that type of thing. Just like do your research on your pets to make sure, you know, they're getting the proper care and stuff. Or like research and make sure that like a pet can fit within your lifestyle, because if you don't do that, you can wind up with bad situations like that husky. On a more positive note, I've been feeding these they're not they're not stray because they don't have an owner at all. They're more feral than anything, but I've been feeding these feral cats since they were kittens, right? And it's interesting because there were 2 litters of these cats. And so the first litter was 2 orange tabbies that showed up with their mother, and then the second litter was 1 kitten who was like a tortoiseshell pattern. And the tortoise, and you know, we feed them and we, you know, make sure that they're okay and stuff. We're keeping an eye on them, but since they're feral, we can't really interact with them. But little tortoiseshell kitten who we call Butterball has started recently. When they want food, they will come up to the door that we feed them from, stare into the window and meow. And then, you know, if you say stuff like, hi, or meow, or like meow at Butterball, they will respond, and they will, you know, they will meow back. And, you know, they're like still skittish around us, but the fact that they're like, you know, meowing and stuff is a good sign, because it's like, they're viewing us as less of a threat. Which is good, and I'm happy because Butterball is absolutely adorable and I would die for them. This is good. But, yeah. Animals are great. I can hit you. But you know, I've been having like a decent time with life recently. I'm not gonna say super good, but you know, decent. Like, you know, I got to go to my favorite cafe earlier this week and get some boba tea, so you know, that always makes my week better. And like, I may or may not have a small boba tea addiction. Do not judge me, please.
Yes.
I don't know why it's good. And again, I like tea in general a lot. Like iced tea, hot tea, doesn't matter, I will drink it. Speaking of, does anybody in the chat know the proper southern way, like southern US style way of making sweet tea? Because it is very important to understand how proper US style sweet tea is made if you ever want an authentic experience. Because the stuff they give you at restaurants in other areas of the US is not legitimate sweet tea. If they tell you, because if they tell you, oh, we only have unsweet, but you know, I can get you some sugar packets to put in there. That is not actual. That will not be actual sweet tea, and it's going to taste terrible. Because what you have to do to make actual good sweet tea, and I mean this. Number one, don't use the instant iced tea bags. First step. It's sweet tea, but you know, it has bucket loads of sugar. Yeah, but there's a secret to that. Basically, and actually you don't have to add too much sugar. You can actually use artificial sweeteners instead of sugar if that is what you would prefer. Because I know one of my family members does that. And like, you know, you can taste the difference. So, you know, it's like, it's not that, you know, it's not actually, you know, it's not actual sugar, but it's still sweet, so I count it. But what you have to do is don't use instant iced tea bags. Use actual tea, use like actual black tea bags. First off, you need to use actual black tea bags. and prepare them the same way you would a normal thing of black tea. You boil your water, you pour it into a pitcher with your black tea bags, and you let it steam. However, the thing is you have to add in the sugar while the water is you either have to add in the sugar while the water is still hot, or have the sugar already in the pitcher before you pour your boiling water in. Because this lets the sugar dissolve properly and lets the tea actually be sweet tea. That is how you make proper Southern style sweet tea. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they are wrong, they are lying, and they probably have no taste. Well, no, because I can understand having like a sugar level preference in your sweet tea, because some places do make it too sweet, even for my tastes. But, you know, if like they're trying to pass off their pre-made iced tea with dumping in sugar packets, I am disgusted. Yeah, I don't know. I like teaching people things. I think it's really fun to, you know, just explain a thing to somebody. Something else fun I can do. Not sure. But that's okay. Do called a pro gamer move. We're gonna fight this cutthroat ship over here. This is isolated from the rest of them.
Ready for orders.
Yes. Oh dang, I'm already near my next nautical level. Nice. Now we're gonna board. Bada bing, bada boom. Eat, 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 eat. I think. Now I'm trying to think of something interesting. Anybody got any requests for things I can rant about? Because there's probably something. I will probably turn down certain requests to rant about, but you know, because my stream, my rules. But you know, I'm open to, you know, topics and questions and the like. So like, if anybody ever wants to ask me something, and I can probably form an answer. I think. Keyword being I think, because I do not know everything. I may have lived for a few thousand years, but that doesn't mean I know the answer to life, the universe, and everything itself. Although apparently I heard that's 42, although I don't know the validity of that statement. Hehehe. Bear trap. Bear trap go om nom. Haha. Also, why is my ship so tilted? What's 2 plus 2? It depends on how much of a smartass you were trying to be. The legitimate answer is 2 plus 2 is 4. That's the legitimate answer, is 4. However, if you are a smart aleck, you can say it's 22. Also, 2 plus 2 can also equal the square root of a fish if you pirated Skullgirls. So there you go. I hope that answers your question, Alba. I can also answer that question in German. 2 plus 2 equals 4. I don't know if equals is what they use in German, but 2 and 2 becomes 4. Which is 2 plus 2 is 4.
Our enemies flee in terror. The ambassadors must know at once.
Nah, they'll be fine. I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye. I think you're more confused. Okay. The general knowledge you need is 2 + 2 = 4. That is all you actually need to know. That is what will help you practically in everyday life. Let me think. My goodness, there's a thudding outside of my door. I wonder what that could be. Okay. Yeah, it's okay, Alba. Don't worry. Math is hard. Like, I am well educated on a matter of subjects. Math is not one of them. Because what winds up happening for me when I do math is that my brain mixes up steps in solving math problems. And it is very weird because I do not know why it does it. Or it will outright skip steps that are vital to the process without me even realizing it. So, you know. Or I'll swap numbers and symbols around as well. It's really weird. And I don't know why I do it, but I do. Oh, jeez, it's almost 10 and we haven't even finished our side quests.
Yes?
Yes? Okay, well we are several nautical levels ahead. We're definitely not going to be able to do like sailing anytime soon. But I think that's because we're fighting so many ships and stuff.
We have the fruit. Now, take it back quickly, while it is still fresh.
Nah, he can have rotten fruit for all I care. He's a monkey. Okay. Let's go get the... Let's do the crates and barrels quest first. And we can get the painter supplies on the way for that one if I remember right. Some of the painter supplies spawn near what we're trying to get. If I remember right, some of the painting stuff spawns down this way. Yeah, the painting stuff spawns down here. I do admit, I do like the music in this area. I think it sounds very nice. It's like, Catholics went hard with the aesthetics, but, sometimes the religion itself is kind of, you guys are a little weird. But that's okay. Although I technically wasn't raised Catholic. I was raised in a different church denomination. But in general, I am a full supporter of believe what you want to believe, as long as you are not hurting or oppressing anybody else who does not share your beliefs. Because I feel like that's the way the world winds up hurting. Alright, let's go get this bread. Give me bread. Bread, 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 bread. Mr. Bread Sky. Bread, bread, bread. Where's the bread? Game's like, there's bread here, and it's like, where's the bread? Here's some bread. I'm gonna run into a jellyfish. Not anymore. Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone, I'm just trying to get bread. All this for a loaf of bread. And the fish are all the way out over on the other side of the gosh darn map, because of course they are. Human. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna like finish collecting the things for this side quest, land at Zenda, and then we're gonna be done for the night. Really is not much else for me to do. Like, yeah, I could do like the Borgia letter side quest or whatever, but I'm not really feeling it. Yeah, we can always save that for like next time or something. I mean, we're headed over in that direction. I guess we'll do that one. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely do it since we're already in the area. Alright, here we go. So we'll go into this, we'll do this, and then we can gather the last of it, head to Zenda, be done. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Alright, if you see the yellow rubber ducky next to a ship, it is unsinkable. So you will only be able to take it to half health before it will stop taking damage entirely. I recommend getting these ships to around yellow health anyways, because that halves the enemy HP. So, you know, always very useful. Especially because they get to board you. You do not get to board them. So keep that in mind. Because if they board you, they get the first turn.
Well.
I do admit, I like the purple that boat is. It's a very nice shade of purple. Quite like purple. Keep coming, my dude. Oh no! Eat. Okay. Got another little crossbow guy and these two big guys. Right, I'm gonna do bombs to take care of those two.
Can't
Tall crit. Let's attack him. Bonnie can hit those two. Good. Oh, I got them both. Never mind. Oh, I got one. Bonnie will get the other. Follow her. And then when the little guy comes up, we can just take care of him. Or, well, I can take care of him and Bonnie can take care of him because we have the range. We have the range, darling. Pew pew. All done. Alright, gonna get those treasure chests, leave, we'll get the last barrel of fish, and then we'll go to Zenda. Not Zenda.
I yield. Take the letter back to precious Caesar, and may it do for him as little as it has done for me.
And then once we do that, we'll... I'm gonna go back to Zenda, we're gonna go to St. Bonobo's Abbey, and then we'll turn in those side quests and we'll finish stream. Perfect. Go. St. Bonobo's Abbey, here we go. Boom. Alright, we are almost out of fuel, but that's because I am human. Okay. I'm gonna leave a new marker. Sell some useless gear I don't need. It's the fuel shop. There he is. Let me over, tree. Give me my fuel.
I'm here for you, Captain.
Money. Money is good right now. And we'll turn in all of these side quests.
Rumors of the letter reached my father, but he does not know what it contains. Here, let me alter it a bit. Now Caesar is the tormented but loyal son, and Giovanni is a traitor to the crown. Take the letter to Bishop Guzman in Monquista City.
The Monquisition will be devastated by the loss of their sacred water. Maybe now they'll think twice about messing with the opposition.
I love how they use sacred water to avoid getting in trouble for actually using holy water.
My paint supplies didn't run into too much trouble out in the Skyway. They just suffered a few minor scratches. Now I'm off to paint the friars.
Leonardo Michelangelo, a reference to 2 Renaissance artists, or 2 Ninja Turtles. Depends on how cultured you are. Which option is the more cultured of the 2? I'll leave that up for you to decide.
This quill is magnificent. More beautiful than I ever imagined. I've got a lot of work to catch up on, so I best get to it.
Peace be upon you, traveler. Have no fear. My cloister is sympathetic to your cause.
Oh, story, okay.
You seek Queen Anna. She's in the tower, overlooking the grounds.
Here you go.
I must get these ingredients to the doctor right away. I offer my gratitude, pirate.
You're welcome.
What is it, Captain?
What now?
Okay. Go plunder. So I think... I think we're at a good place to end for tonight, because next time we'll be able to go and see Queen Anna and figure out how we can help the resistance. Because, hey, the royalty tried to kill us, so, you know, I'm a bit more sympathetic to these guys. Everybody here's treated me pretty nice. So, you know, what could possibly go wrong by starting a revolution? Night, yes. Yes, yes. Alright. I really hope everybody enjoyed the stream of it. I'm sorry that I'm ending it a bit early. I know it's like only 5 minutes, but you know, some people get upset about that. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, wonderful night. Doesn't matter whatever your time zone is. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!